What if a city-sized asteroid hit the ocean? There would be no dramatic countdown, no moment where the world collectively holds its breath. The asteroid would arrive quietly, a relic from the birth of the solar system, drifting through darkness for millions of years, until gravity bends its path toward Earth. A city-sized mass of stone and metal, wide enough to swallow downtown skylines, heavy enough to crack continents. By the time astronomers confirm its trajectory, the conclusion is unavoidable. It will not miss. As it enters the atmosphere, the sky does something it has never done before. Air compresses faster than it can escape, detonating into superheated plasma. The asteroid does not burn up, it burns through. The friction alone generates temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun. For a brief instant, daylight turns blinding white. Then the ocean meets something it was never meant to stop. The impact is not an explosion. It is a transfer of momentum so violent that physics briefly loses meaning. The ocean surface disappears. Millions of tons of water are flash vaporized in less than a second, blasted outward as a superheated shockwave. A cavity opens in the sea, tens of kilometers wide, so deep that the ocean floor is exposed to the sky. For a heartbeat, Earth has a hole in it. Every living thing near the impact dies instantly. Not from heat, not from pressure, but from energy moving faster than nerves can transmit pain. Ships are not overturned. They are erased from existence. The shockwave travels outward through water faster than sound, tearing apart anything in its path. Then it punches into the atmosphere, flattening clouds, shattering windows thousands of kilometers away. The planet vibrates. And then gravity pulls the ocean back. Water rushes inward from all directions, forming walls higher than skyscrapers. When they collide, they erupt upward, hurling steam, shattered seabed, and molten rock into the upper atmosphere. Some debris escapes into space. The rest rains back down, incandescent, igniting forests and boiling seas where it lands. The sky is falling, but the ocean is already on the move. This is not a single tsunami. It is a planetary pulse. In the open ocean, waves race outward almost invisibly, faster than commercial aircraft. But as they approach land, the water rises, rapidly, catastrophically. Entire coastlines receive only minutes of warning. Cities are not flooded, they are overwritten. Water slams inland with the force of a collapsing continent, snapping steel, pulverizing concrete, carrying ships through streets like toys. When the water retreats, it drags cities back with it. Then comes the next wave, and the next. For hours, coastlines are struck repeatedly as waves bend around continents, reflect, merge, and return without warning. Places thousands of kilometers from the impact zone are hit long after they believe the danger has passed. The shape of Earth is changing, but the disaster is climbing upward now. The impact has injected trillions of tons of water vapor, salt aerosols, sulfur compounds, and pulverized rock into the atmosphere. Sunlight scatters, days dim. The sky turns an unfamiliar color, muted, metallic, wrong.
Rain begins to fall. It burns leaves, it corrodes metal, it poisons soil. Freshwater systems are contaminated. Rivers change chemistry. Entire ecosystems collapse without ever seeing a wave. The planet enters an impact winter. Temperatures drop globally as sunlight weakens. Growing seasons shorten or vanish. Crops fail across continents, not from drought, but from darkness. Food shortages spread faster than aid ever could. In the oceans, collapse accelerates. Plankton, the microscopic foundation of marine life, dies as sunlight fades. With plankton gone, fish populations crash. Coral reefs bleach and crumble. Whales starve. Entire food webs unravel from the bottom up. The oceans fall silent. On land, the atmosphere destabilizes. Jet streams shift. Storm tracks wander. Hurricanes grow larger and longer-lived.
feeding on altered ocean temperatures and trapped heat. Some storms last for weeks. Floods strike regions that have never known them. Drought grips others without warning. The planet becomes unpredictable. Months pass. Ash and aerosols slowly settle, but the damage is locked in. Coastlines are permanently redrawn. Islands vanish. New ones rise where impact debris reshapes the seafloor. Thousands of species disappear forever, some before humanity even knew they existed. Civilization fractures. Coastal megacities, once the beating hearts of global trade and culture, are abandoned, buried beneath sediment and salt. Ports are gone. Shipping collapses. Global supply chains break. Nations turn inward. Inland regions become refuges. Migration reshapes societies. Borders shift, not through war, but necessity. And still, the asteroid's shadow remains. On the ocean floor, the impact scar cools into new rock, a permanent wound in the planet's crust. Chemical reactions triggered by the collision alter ocean chemistry for centuries, subtly influencing how life recovers. Earth has endured this before. Asteroids have rewritten its history again and again. This one was not large enough to end all life, but it was large enough to change everything. It reminds us of a truth written into the planet's bones. We are not masters of this world. We are passengers on a restless planet in an unforgiving universe. And sometimes, the sky falls into the sea.